The price tag on a $12,000 handbag has almost nothing to do with the bag. Materials, labor, design, distribution, all of it accounts for maybe a tenth of what you're paying. The other 90% is paying for a system that took 50 years to engineer. And once you see how it works, every premium purchase you've ever made will look slightly different. Walk into a Hermes store with $20,000 in cash and ask to buy a Birkin. They won't sell it to you. You can have it on the shelf in front of you. You can be willing to pay. They will politely tell you that one isn't available right now. You'll be told to build a relationship with the brand first. Translation: buy other things, shoes, scarves, smaller bags, for months or years until your purchase history qualifies you. Some buyers spend $60,000 on items they don't want, just to be allowed to spend another $20,000 on the one they came for. The bag costs around $1,000 to make. It sells for $12,000 to $50,000 retail. On the resale market, it goes for double that because the wait list is the moat. Hermes has never run a sale, has never advertised on television, has never had a stockout problem to fix. Because the stockout is the product. There are 5 mechanics every luxury brand runs, whether it sells handbags, watches, jewelry, or wine. Stage 1. Artificial supply control. The brand could make more. They choose not to. Hermes won't open more Birkin lines. Rolex limits Daytonas. Patek Philippe sets multi-year delivery windows. The scarcity is a corporate decision, not a manufacturing limit. Stage 2. The price floor that never moves. Luxury brands almost never go on sale. A $7,000 watch from Tudor will still cost $7,000 next year and the year after. The price isn't a price, it's a signal. Discounting would corrupt the signal. Stage 3. Gatekeeper access. Authorized dealers, allocation lists, salespeople with the power to approve or deny. The customer isn't a buyer. The customer is an applicant. The dealer is performing a status interview even when neither side admits it. Stage 4. The heritage story. A founder, a workshop, a French village, a 1953 hand-stitched something. The story is real, but it's been engineered into a marketing asset that justifies the markup. The story is the receipt that says this is allowed to cost this much. Stage 5. The resale floor. Once the brand creates artificial supply, the resale market does the brand's marketing for them. Newspaper articles write themselves, "This watch appreciated 40% this year." Now the bag isn't a bag, it's an asset. Now the watch isn't a watch, it's an investment. Now the customer isn't a customer, they're a holder. Now look at every layer and ask what's actually being sold. Artificial supply sells exclusivity. The fixed price sells stability. The gatekeeper sells the feeling of being chosen. The heritage story sells the feeling of buying into history. The resale floor sells the feeling that this is an investment, not a purchase. None of these are selling the object. They're all selling membership. And here's why membership is so profitable. An object can be copied. A feeling of belonging cannot. A counterfeit Birkin functions perfectly as a bag and falls apart instantly as a membership signal. That gap between the object that's easy to copy and the membership that isn't is the entire market. The materials cost $1,000. The membership is the other $40,000. People don't buy luxury for what it is. They buy it for what it makes other people think they are. Luxury isn't bad. The craftsmanship is often real. A hand-stitched leather bag from a Parisian workshop deserves to cost more than a machine-made one from a factory. The honest question isn't, are these brands scamming me? The honest question is, what specifically am I paying for, and would I still pay for it if no one else knew I owned it? If you'd still buy the watch with the dial blank, you're buying the watch. If you'd still buy the bag without the logo, you're buying the bag. If the answer is no, that's fine, but be honest about it. You're not buying a product, you're buying a signal. And signals are the most expensive products in the world, because their value depends entirely on other people seeing them. There's nothing wrong with that, just don't confuse it with quality.